Okay, doing something a little different today. First, I finished this sewing this top. It's paper piece. I got all the papers to take out. Trying to decide if I want to use pink or black for the binding, and I'm leaning towards the black. And I have one, oops, that I got to fix. Well, when I was sewing it together, one of these pieces folded itself the wrong direction. So that's, I'll cut the binding since I have the fabric, and then I can put the rest of it away. I'll cut the binding this week. I'll fix the oops, and then I'll work on taking all the paper out all week. That should be interesting. And then, instead of continuing on with that box, there's the fabric for the back, I decided to look in some of my project boxes. I've got a lot of, well, several of this size. This is the first one in the pile. This is called Ladies of the Night, etc. I have no idea. Some empty envelopes, baggies. I was thinking of doing something really with, like, I got some satin fabric. I've got some zipper baggies that won't open, some really fancy lace stuff. I was thinking of doing something with this. Here's some more black eyelet stuff. I'm not sure what, but I just thought it would be a fun thing to do. And I've got, no, that doesn't go with that. That's another. This came from Martin's. Martin's is the greatest place to get fabric if you're up in Maine. It's like $3, and I got this was $3 a yard for fabric. So I'm going to put these two, the pink and the black, I'm going to put that in with stash. Here's some more satin looking fabric to go with the red. So that will stay with this. This. Okay, this is polyacetate, and this one is polyester cotton black. I don't know why I have these. I might put those where they're not cottons in the donation pile. Okay, those are now in the donation pile. This, I don't know what these are, but they're bright, bright Christmas fabrics. I'm going to leave those with the bright fabric. And this one here is red and green. I am also going to take those and add those to the stash. This, I still would like to do something with this someday, at least for now. I'm going to leave these in here because this is numbered. Oh, it doesn't have a number. Okay, I'm going to have to go searching and see if this has a number before I put it on the shelf. I have my master list here. When I get done here, I am going to just go look and see if it's listed here anywhere. If it's not, I'll put it on the top shelf as a want to do someday, and if it is, I'll give it a number and put it where it belongs on the shelf. So that's the first one. Next one doesn't say anything. Well, this is this looks like more scraps. These are larger pieces. Those will go in the scrap basket. I've got some narrower strip pieces. This is just all scraps. Oh, wait a minute. That looks like it might be a fat quarter. We'll put that with this stash fabric. And there's some cut squares. Oh, a little finger pin cushion. I used to use that a lot. It was handy. It's made out of just a soda bottle cap, with an elastic, and cotton on top. And there's a bobbin that's not very happy. Doesn't fit my machine. So I'm going to have to sit down. There's another a lot of squares. I'm going to have to sit down buttons with this and just go through it and separate out the squares, the strips, and those will get sorted into various stuff. So that's my part. I have fabric like in all kinds of odd containers. So that one I'll have to take care of separate. This one says black and white 8-point star. And there's a pattern. Well, there's the fact. I think because I was just going to make a star. Again, this was more Martin's fabric, $1.99 a yard. $2.99 a yard. I'm going to pull this off here if it comes off. Okay, I'll get that out. I'm going to get rid of this pattern because I don't really need this. It wasn't a quilt. It was just a block. And add this to stash. And then I'll have an empty tote that I can do something with. Okay, get rid of this. Next, we have one that says Guild Mystery 2022-23. And this does have a number. This is Project 10. But all I've got in here cut are a few squares. There's some larger squares. I had a list of what size I needed. I need 120 medium colors. Oh, this looks like dark. Anyway, I had the colors so as to what sizes I needed and how many of each. This is barely started. I'm not really sure where the pattern is. These I am going to add to stash. I'm going to pull off these labels if they come off. And then I will also cross this off the UFO list. So this is number 10. Okay, this here, I'm going to cross this off and I am going to write discard. There is one less project to make. And I also have cards. So these are all a work in project. That was project number 10. Guild Mystery in a shoebox. I have a card for each of the projects I've started. List the number so that I can find them because they're all, well, they were all in order by number. Has what the name of the project is, and it also says what kind of container it's in. This one is a shoebox size container. So I will take care of that later. I'll take the labels off, get rid of the card, and there's another empty box for me. I have these, okay, I found file cards are really good because I have UFOs. I have what I'm working, a section for what I'm working on right now. And then when it becomes to get the top done, I have a card saying when I finish the top. It has a number. Each project has a number. These are in a closet, all in order, so I can find the one I want. I also, when I get the top done, put the measurements of it on here. So this one's 48 by 62. I finished it March of this year. And let's see, it doesn't, if I have binding or backing with it, I'll also note that on here. So I find that to be really handy. If I want to, looking for backing for something, I can just pull out the card. I just pull out the card and take it with me to the quilt store. I can figure out what size I need to, size for the backing, how much binding I need. And it's, I just keep taking them out and keep measuring them all the time. Next, this says Christmas Mystery, number 14. This is actually a top. It's hanging in the top closet. What I need to do, because I've got enough fabric, let's see, it's number 14, so I can go up here, find number 14. Okay, this was the Christmas Mystery. 13, 14, it goes right here. It's 58 by 58, so it does not have backing with it. So what I can do is pick out one of these colors and cut the binding, and I'll put it in a baggie and put it with the top. I think I'm going to use this, cut this up, strips of this, because that's a hard fabric to use. It'll look good cut up narrow for the binding. And I probably never want to make another quilt using it, so that'll take care of a lot of that. So that's a project for a little bit later on today, is to cut up the binding and put that in a baggie with the top. I have one more tote I pulled out, small tote I pulled out. This has Lord knows what in it. My tendency when I get something like this is to say, oh my heavens, I don't know what to do with this. Just put the cover back on it, put it away, and ignore it for another 10 years. But I am not doing that anymore. I am going to have to go through this. I got a little cut glass dish. I was using these, just leaving it like on the cutting table or by my sewing machine to put random threads in, because they're pretty. Oh, I got a chalk pencil. That looks good. That'll go with my other quilting supplies. Crown Royal glass. We don't know why. Tape measure. Piece of fabric. How's that for a necklace? Oh, there's the front of it. No idea why it's in here, what I'll do with it, but it's interesting. I got two little McDonald's Beanie Babies, birthday cards, beads, fancy. Oh, I might put this with that other one. I'm going to put this with those satin fabrics that I thought I might want to make some. I'm going to put that with those. That'll take care of that. These are some more beads. Is a kit to make pins. Makes a couple of pins. A couple of iron-on beady looking. Oh, there's a bunch of these. I remember these came from Martin's too. I was thinking of just ironing these onto squares and making a quilt with them. They're like little rhinestone? I guess they're not really rhinestones, but they're iron-on. There's all different designs. There's an angel, sock, penguin. I remember I was thinking of doing it. So anyway, I'm going to keep those. I have another interesting necklace. I am going to put that with those fancy fabrics. These will go somewhere. I want to keep that. This is no idea. I have rotary cutters that I didn't even know I had. I got two of them. Nail polish, needle threader. That's handy. I'll put that with my hand sewing. There's just a whole lot of things in here. Another bag of beads. I gotta find where I put those beads I found the other day and put these with them. I don't know if this is for a project or not. Looks like it might be. No. Package of quilting needles. An old elastic. So this is where I get hung up when I'm trying to clean things out. I get something like this and I don't know where to put it. And it just gets put back on the shelf. But I am going to finish taking care of this today. Oh, I remember this. This quilt was called Celia Thaxter. And I actually made this quilt. I don't know if you can see it in here. I actually made this quilt for somebody several years ago. It was a commission kind of thing. She wanted someone to make it, so she bought the fabric and I made it for her. I got some empty bags. Those will go over here with pieces to go into. Well, I think you saw most of what's, Lordy knows why, a piece of leather. Well, anyway, you got to come explore with me. I have 2 of these. You look through them and you see kaleidoscopes. So I will empty this out and decide what to do next week, or next video. See you later.